Guys, it is 2025, baby! Woo! Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I think 2025 is just going to be a superb year. So I hope you're as excited as we are here at Canvas Cutter. And on today's episode, we're going to take a deep dive into 5 distinguishing features of a Dominator bedroll. 5 that maybe you haven't thought before, and maybe this is your year. Maybe after, months of looking and wondering and dreaming about owning a Dominator bedroll, maybe this is your year. This is the year that your life changes forever in beautiful ways. Maybe you already have a Dominator bedroll and you haven't realized the beautiful features, distinguishing features that come with such a product. So we're going to head out to the West Desert on this trip, do a little camping, and check out the distinguishing features of a Dominator bedroll. Let's roll. All right, one of the biggest distinguishing features, in my opinion, of a Canvas Cutter bedroll is its simplicity and convenience. So the way a Canvas Cutter system works with your bedroll, this is my very unorganized, kind of messy gear rack right now, but with your bedroll, it's always ready to go. You never have to pack or unpack. It's got my sleeping bag. Obviously, it has the 3-inch foam pad and pole system, the mesh in there, pillow. If you wear contacts, you can have a utility bag or a dope kit in there that also has stuff for your contacts, toothbrush, toothpaste, all that, a utility bag in there. So it's always ready to go. I'm never packing or unpacking. I've got my duffel bag. I'm rolling with the blackout right now. It's got all my gear in it. When I get back from a trip, if there's anything I need to wash, I wash it. It goes right back in here and then onto my shelf. So grabbing it, Taylor's like, hey Seth, let's go film something. Let's go on a trip. Boom, I'm packed. There's no packing or unpacking. Convenient, simple, quick, easy. That's one thing a lot of people dislike about camping or even going on their hunts is packing and then getting home, especially when it's late, and having to unpack and put your gear away. It's this simple to put my gear away. Get my barrier mat out of the way, throw it back up on the shelf. I'm unpacked. Drag the cooler in here, done. So that's a huge distinguishing feature about a Canvas Cutter bedroll and really the Canvas Cutter system. We got FW, T, myself. We're just out here in the West Desert of Utah.
Paradise.
Paradise. Gonna do some camping, some product testing. We've got the insulated cover that Father Wisdom made. We have an insulated cover that the manufacturer made that's really darn close. They put instead of like 1/8 of an inch of insulation, they put 1/2 an inch, and there's just some minor tweaks. But so we're testing those. We've got a really cool pillow that I'll show you guys here in a little bit that we're also going to be testing out to see how that is to sleep on. And then we've got some additional videos about the Dominator and its features, and also a bedroll versus a bivvy that we're going to be filming while we're out here. But we just got here to Paradise, so we're just getting stuff out of the truck and gonna start filming some bedroll features video, and then probably tomorrow morning we'll knock out the bedroll versus bivvy. But got all kinds of fun and burgers later, a little later. Distinguishing feature number 2 would be fast, simple setup. Now, this is not disregarding or bashing tents in any ways. There are plenty of scenarios where a tent does make sense. But when it comes to run and gunning, when it comes to weekend trips, even hunt trips where you're going to be hunting animals that could move to different areas, or if you're scouting, plenty of scenarios where the bedroll, having it being fast and simple to set up, is preferable.
And very advantageous.
And very advantageous. So
Yes.
we have a small tent and a Dominator bedroll sleep system, the full pole sleep system. We're gonna set them up both at the same time and see how fast they go.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So the bedroll is a little faster
It's a little faster.
than the tent. You're doing a really good job though.
You know, I'm getting there. I've set up a tent or two in my time.
You have.
The problem is though, like my stakes are all kind of out of whack here. And I don't even have my sleeping bag or pad or my fly on yet.
Yeah, you
I've
do
got
need
bags all over the place.
sleeping bag, air pad, sleeping bag. You need to put your fly on because if it rained or snowed tonight, that would be miserable. You do have multiple bags that you got to keep track of.
Got to remember
As
the
well.
orientation of my fly as well. Those go up the front.
Oh, I think this is
Door goes up.
door goes up. I think the point's driven home.
I think so. You've been set up for
I've been set up for a
a
while.
solid couple minutes.
You still need your
Still need my
air
air
pad,
pad, my
sleeping
sleeping bag.
gear. Need to take care of those bags.
Yeah, I gotta shove those inside.
And technically we're really not done with the fly.
Yeah.
The fly as well. So again, not bashing on tents at all because there's plenty of applications for a tent that is awesome and works great. But when it comes to simplicity, quickness of setting up and getting in when you get somewhere late or you're in a hurry to get set up and then you want to go, it's pretty sweet. And another thing with that tee is if we are out and we're going to go hunting or fishing or whatever we're doing, we can show up and go and do that.
Yeah.
And then when
Pack
we're
up
ready
and
to
move
go
to
to
the next
bed,
spot.
you see how quick it is just to unroll and go to bed.
Yeah.
It's not a big setup. It's not getting multiple bags out.
It's not an ordeal.
It's not an ordeal. It's pretty
true.
simple.
Yep.
So, distinguishing feature number 2 would be fast, simple setup. Oh, well, why hello there. We are just,
Wow.
yeah, this is Grandpa's headlamp because Taylor and I, although we camp for a living, forgot a lot of stuff at home. This was just a like kind of spur of the moment trip to get some other content. But we got some burgers on the grill. Everybody's bedrolls are set up. Maybe now that I've got a headlamp tee, maybe we can go.
Let's go show them.
Talk about the insulated blanket a little bit, where we're at with that. I also can show them the new product.
Yeah.
As well. Well, these frozen burgers are fine. Ooh. The burger.
I'm like a little woodland burger.
Tomatoes grilling up. This is a first bite review.
Oh.
One bite and one bite only.
Yeah, one bite only. Everybody knows the rules.
Everybody knows the rules.
Not too bad for great value at 8 p.m.
All right, folks, just had, you know, the best great value dinner one could have. This is my home for the night. Got the dirt bag for taking off my boots. This is the first insulated cover sample that we've received. It was made off of a couple simple videos and a few photos that I sent them. They did a pretty good job. Few things that need to get worked out. The shape of it needs to be fixed a little bit. They added like a half-inch piece of foam under here. So the one we have, let me undo this. The one we have at home, T, can you see this?
Mm-hmm.
It's on T's bedroll right now that Father Wisdom made. Just has this black mesh that has a very thin layer of foam through it, and that's really all you need for an insulated cover. This one has that plus like a half-inch of like foam. So I'm sure it will keep me mooey warm tonight, but as far as size, when it's put away in its own bag, it's a little too big. So, and it's unnecessary. So gotta work on the shape, gotta change that aspect. The back where it connects, let me show you actually. Let's just look at it for realsy. Oops, oh no, there we go. Did that mess you up, T?
Oh, we're good.
So the insulated cover attaches to the female ends of your straps for your bedroll. It goes in there, obviously, and then clips around, as we've shown before in previous videos. A link above. Clips on the weather flap, the zipper weather flap that goes around and connects here. So if you're ever in bad wind, it's not going anywhere. They got that right, but one thing they missed that I think is really awesome when it comes to the one that's on T's bedroll is this should have a piece of nylon webbing coming off, and then the stuff bag that it gets stuffed into, where this one doesn't have it. It has a separate bag. And because this foam's so thick, it's not much worth stuffing. You gotta like fold it, roll it, and put it in its bag. So a few small things, but I know it will work. I just wonder how much warmer it is with that foam. But the idea isn't to add more warmth, it's to keep the canvas from freezing so that it can breathe. Then you don't have condensation on the inside of your bedroll when you're camping in cold weather like we are. But there's another, let me turn this off. There's another product that, the struggle is so real. This isn't a headlamp I'm used to. There we go. A really cool product I'm actually super excited about. This pillow. It's a foam air pillow combination. We have an inch, about an inch and a quarter of memory foam on the top so that it's super soft and comfortable like a pillow at home. Then on the bottom side it has a blow up air pillow. Now I hope you can see in the video it's quite a bit bigger than your standard air pillow. We wanted it to be as close to a standard size pillow as we could, but have it still be practical for the bedroll. Now what's cool about this is if you have one of our bedrolls and you use pillows, if you keep your pillow in your bedroll when you roll it up, it kind of is a bugger to get started because that added mass, it's kind of hard to get going, and it makes your bedroll a lot more bulky. With this bad boy, because it's memory foam, it will collapse to nearly nothing. I mean, it will be laying like this, right? So when you roll your bedroll up, it will be really, really small. So that's cool. Let me show you though. It's just got a valve like an air mattress or other air pillows. Got this tiny trail pump, so I don't have to blow it up. But with the air, you can adjust how much you want as well. So I've laid around on it at home. This is the first trip going out and using it to like sleep in my bedroll with. So then it blows up. Obviously you can adjust this, like I said, with the air, but super comfortable on top, like a normal pillow. And I'm a side sleeper, so having this height is really good. We've tried it at home, and it fits good on multiple individuals have tried it. And if you're a back sleeper, it works good. Most people that sleep on their stomach really don't use a pillow. So super stoked on this product. Give us any feedback that you guys have that could improve it. We're obviously going to add some branding to it. There's a few minor adjustments. Oh yeah, there's this aspect too. It's so small, I always forget. So it unzips. You can pull the foam and the air pad out so that you can wash this so it stays clean, which is sweet. And if you bought one, we could come out with multiple colors of this, so you could have multiple pillow covers if you want. But new product, hopefully coming out soon. We're super excited about it. Think it's going to be awesome. All right, well, it's New Year's Day, and T was up until today, actually. I don't think he slept much. He claims 3 hours. I'm going to give him an hour 30. I was up late too. Father Wisdom's on 12 hours of sleep, so he's still ready to go. But we're gonna hit the sack. We've got another video, well, a few things to film for the video that we were starting to film this evening. We have a whole other video to film, so we'll get to it in the morning. But for now, I'm gonna grab a couple of those Nutella cookies, some liquid beverage, notepad. Distinguishing feature number 3, built-in warmth and comfort. Now, we have several customers that have told us they prefer to sleep in their Dominator sleep system instead of their own bed. So if that doesn't speak of comfort, I don't know what does. But there's several things in a Dominator sleep system that add to both the warmth and comfort of the sleep system. But let's start with the foundation, and that is the 3-inch foam pad. Now, our 3-inch foam pad is a dense 2 pounds per cubic foot foam. It's going to absorb uneven ground, so you're going to sleep a lot more comfortable, even if there's little rocks or it's not perfectly even. It's going to absorb that so you lay flat and comfortable. Plus, that 3 inches of foam is going to add a lot of insulation between you and Mother Earth. So even in the middle of the winter, if you're sleeping on snow or the ground's really cold, you're going to be warm on the inside, which is a huge game changer. I understand why people don't like camping or sleeping in the outdoors when they use air pads. Every time I use an air pad, I'm reminded of that. The second part that adds to, or feature that adds to warmth and comfort is our canvas. The 14.5 ounce canvas retains and reflects about 10 degrees of heat to whatever it is outside. So that's also going to help you sleep a lot more comfortably and warm in cold weather conditions, bad weather conditions, even in nice weather conditions when the temperature at night gets a little below the comfortable level. And the third aspect is the pull system. Whether it's our standard pull system or the full length pull system, it pulls the canvas off of you. It creates a little air gap, which is another form of insulation. and allows you to sleep a lot more comfortably and warmer in any weather conditions. Now, the last thing I do want to point out is, well, Seth, yeah, when the weather's cold, I understand how it's nice that it adds warmth to your sleep. But what about in the summertime when I'm using it? Well, you just unzip the bad boy and you use the built-in, you use the mesh screen that you can get for it and vent it and sleep a lot cooler, but still have the same comfort. On to feature number 4. So our products are made to be durable, high quality, long lasting, durable. That is what Canvas Cutter is. So your Dominator sleep system, it's 14.5-ounce canvas, which is substantially thicker than most other canvas products. It's got double stitch seams, number 8 zippers, so heavy duty there. And then the nylon webbing that you use to strap it closed has a really, really high tensile strength of around 1,000 pounds. So with 3 straps, that's plenty to hold her down and keep her going. Plus, when it comes to long lasting and durable, our foam that comes with your sleep system will last a really, really long time. All of us have spent lots of nights on our foam pad and they're still going strong. T's spent more than all of us since he sleeps on his every night and his foam pad's going strong. So long lasting, durable, made to take a beating. Mother Nature's really good at delivering rough times. And the Dominator, whew, it just is like welcomes them, loves them. Taped seams. I mean, when it comes to weather and when it comes to rough terrain, being used in hard conditions, it's made to do that. All right, distinguishing feature number 5 is one that most people wouldn't think about, so we're going to tell you about it, and that is light and noise. When you're laying inside your Dominator sleep system, because of the thick canvas, it actually blocks out a substantial amount of light, which means you're going to sleep better longer. It actually technically could be a problem for some of you if you have a hunt and you need to get up early in the morning, especially if it's a little cold out, because you're going to be so comfortable in there and it's going to be blocking out so much light. You're going to be like, it's not time to get up yet. You're going to sleep a lot better. Noise. When it comes to wind blowing on this, unlike a tent with, your nylons, your polyesters, other materials, especially your Dynemas, when the winds are blowing and you get a lot of flapping noise, you do not get that with canvas, especially with the way the pull system holds the canvas taut and how heavy it is. It silences it. You barely can even hear it, and that's if it's whipping pretty good. And it muffles the outside noise as well, which again means you're gonna sleep better for longer. So distinguishing feature number 5, light and noise. Something that's overlooked, but plays a huge factor into how well you sleep. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed looking at those distinguishing features of a Dominator bedroll. Maybe there are things that you haven't thought about, but I'm telling you, using a Dominator sleep system really does change the game. For a lot of guys, they don't realize how much it changes the game for them until they have one. But the fact that you never have to pack or unpack, it's always ready to go. The convenience of that, to be able to just throw it in the truck and go, is game changing. And being able to roll up wherever you end up and to either go do what you're going there to do, or maybe it's late at night and the last thing you want to do is spend an hour setting up a tent, pulling gear out. You can just grab that bedroll, roll it out and go to bed. That's pretty sweet. All the other features also, you hardly ever think about how important comfort is when it comes to sleeping outdoors. In fact, most people would consider sleeping outdoors as an uncomfortable experience. not with a cams cutter bedroll. So I hope you enjoyed that. Coming up next week, we're going to take a look at a bedroll versus a bivy, and what are the distinguishing features that makes a bedroll and a bivy, and how do those differ. I hope you have a superb week. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. It is huge to help us grow this channel. Also, let us know what you think about the new air pillow that we're thinking about coming out with and the insulated cover. Do you have any suggestions for us? Things you like, things you think we may need to add? Until next time, as always, keep on keeping on.